I think this is going to work. Mixed up a little bit of JB weld. Used it on the corners of the flag. Held it all up, held the flag up with these towels, which wasn't doing a good enough job, so I put this little bit of duct tape on there, which I wasn't too happy about because I'm afraid when I try to get the duct tape off, I'll break the flag off again. But I'm only slightly worried about that, in that this thing is already, well, maybe it's not. I was going to say it's already feeling kind of solid, but it feels like it moved a little. But we'll see what happens. This thing was, I have glued this thing together so many times. You can see on the handle there how it's got a big bump where I had to glue it once before. You barely touch that thing, it breaks. I definitely do not call this a total success. Why? Looks fine, right? But if I look up real close, and maybe I can't do that with this camera, we'll see. Yeah, it's just a little hard to see, even though the camera will focus. This is a Galaxy Note 5. But this thing, maybe that's a little better. This thing, the flag is not actually up against the pole. What you see there holding it together is the JB weld, which sort of stretched out, and it's made a sort of rubbery tether. And it's gray, of course, and over here it's kind of done a little bit of the same thing. But what's interesting is I was able to get the duct tape off, which was actually stuck pretty hard right there in the middle. I managed to pull it off. In fact, you can see where the duct tape took off some of the paint on that thing. That's how stuck it was to that part. And I didn't break the flag off, so that JB weld, because it's kind of rubbery, it did really well on getting this thing to hold together. And I think it's going to stay, so I wouldn't call it a total success, just because of, if you look really close, you might kind of get the idea that something's going on, but it sure looks better than having the flag just sitting there on the table next to it. Needs to be up.